Dragon. Dragons are mythical creatures that appear in various cultures around the world, with significant differences between Western and Eastern cultures. In Chinese and East Asian cultures, dragons are often considered symbols of good luck, power, and wisdom, while in Western cultures, dragons are often depicted as evil creatures that must be defeated. In Chinese mythology, dragons are known as long and are considered noble and benevolent creatures. They are often associated with water, weather, and natural forces. Dragons appear in early Chinese history, including creation myths and stories about the first emperors who were believed to have dragon blood. Dragons in Chinese and Japanese culture have long, snake-like bodies with 4 short legs, sharp claws, and often have antlers like a deer. They do not have wings, but are believed to fly using magical powers. One famous legend is about water dragons controlling rain and rivers. Dragons often appear in ceremonies and celebrations like the Dragon Boat Festival in China. Stories of the Dragon King, who lives under the sea, are also popular, where they guard treasures and maintain the balance of nature. Dragons in Chinese mythology are often believed to have the ability to control natural elements such as water, weather, and wind. They can fly without wings and are often depicted as having extraordinary wisdom. Dragons are considered symbols of good fortune, power, and wisdom. They frequently appear in art, literature, architecture, and in religious ceremonies and celebrations. The Chinese emperor was often associated with dragons, and dragon symbols appeared in many imperial emblems. In European mythology, dragons are often depicted as dangerous and ferocious creatures, such as in the stories of St. George and the Dragon. The history of dragons in Europe can be traced back to ancient Greek and Roman legends and folklore, as well as Norse and Celtic traditions. Western dragons are usually depicted as large, muscular, and scaly creatures with 4 legs, large bat-like wings, and the ability to breathe fire. Their physical form often combines elements from various animals, such as reptiles, bats, and lions. The legend of St. George and the Dragon is one of the most famous stories in Europe. St. George, a knight, is said to have saved a city from a dragon demanding human sacrifices. In Norse mythology, dragons like Fafnir symbolize greed and disaster. Western dragons are known for their incredible physical strength, the ability to breathe fire, and flying with their large wings. Some stories also mention the dragon's ability to speak or use magic. In Western culture, dragons often symbolize destructive power and evil. They appear in many stories as enemies that heroes must defeat. However, in some modern cultures, dragons can also be seen as symbols of strength and mystery. Dragons continue to have a significant influence in modern culture, both in literature, film, art, and in spiritual practices. They often appear in fantasy stories, games, and other media, representing various aspects of this legendary creature.